The five major food groups are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. We have traditionally been able to maintain healthy growth through natural consumption of a good balance among these foods. Because this balance has now been lost, we have been driven to a defensive posturing for health. The case of minerals is an especially wretched situation. Water is not safe. Let's consider tap water. We certainly cannot drink untreated water directly from rivers and lakes that have been contaminated by drains and industrial waste. We have to first remove harmful impurities. Great efforts are laboriously made to remove the trash, man-made chemical substances, and toxic metals such as arsenic, lead, cadmium, chromium, mercury, etc. Biological treatments and the use of chlorine are employed to treat organic matter. Chlorine is added as a disinfectant to kill germs and other microorganisms. One solution has been to try to ensure that no heavy metals are allowed to find their way into water sources, but this is now becoming more and more difficult. Chlorine is commercially produced from the electrolysis of salt solution. Chlorine's properties, heavier than air, easier to combine with other elements, a strong oxidizer, its ability to fade the colors of plant pigments mean that it is widely used as an oxidant, bleach and disinfectant, etc. The water treated with chlorine is drinkable, yet in the process of treating it with chlorine, it loses part of its mineral content. The mineral balance which gives water its good taste is destroyed, and moreover, the water's cool, refreshing taste, which comes from its oxygen content, is ruined by the smell of chlorine, leaving water either disgusting or tasteless. And here there is a chart entitled Environmental Quality Standards for Conservation of the Living Environment. To view this chart, please refer to the email that came with your book. Minerals are becoming exhausted. Minerals necessary for human physiology, calcium, iron, zinc, cobalt, magnesium, and other such trace elements, are found naturally in soil and water. However, even these minerals, which are present in soil in quantities so great that they may be considered limitless, need to be ionized and dissolved in water in order for plants to be able to absorb them. In contrast, it is easy to absorb minerals contained in microorganisms. We absorb these minerals into our body by eating plants. Alternatively, we consume the livestock, fish, or vegetables which have been raised on such plants. It is essential to note that as the important sources of minerals, soil and water, become contaminated and the mineral-absorbing microorganisms die out, the whole system is thrown out of sync. This is a grave matter. Water flows to the sea by way of households and factories. Along the way, the contaminants such as cooking oil, detergents, bleaches, industrial cleaning fluids, various other additives like pollutants and chemicals are picked up before it is put back into circulation on the earth. It is beyond doubt that vast amounts of contaminants continue to accumulate. In order to remove these contaminants, new products are developed, which in turn create other kinds of environmental damage, and so the cycle continues. Many microorganisms lose their multifunctional ability and end up as anaerobic sludge. Soil is not safe. Soil contaminated by agricultural chemicals has become an acute social issue. The declining number of microorganisms is directly connected to mineral deficiency. The plants, which provide man with the minerals essential for our existence, absorb their nutrients from the soil. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants make use of light energy to combine absorbed carbon dioxide and organic matter from water, cannot occur just because carbon dioxide, water, and the sun's rays are present. The plant's genes also require minerals and trace elements. The protein, the driving force behind the plant's life, is not generated without minerals acting as its catalyst. Plants emit concin, acid, from the tips of their hairy roots. Acid in turn breaks down the soil. The minerals contained in the soil are then absorbed and transferred to the leaves. This is what makes photosynthesis possible. If minerals are dissolved in the soil, the plant can easily absorb them. Chlorophyll's principal mineral is magnesium. If magnesium is not sufficiently present in the soil, plants are not able to grow well. In the old days, we used human wastes and compost, which guaranteed a rational cycle of mineral balance. However, since we have become dependent on chemical fertilizers, this balance has been destroyed. Furthermore, because of the use of pesticides, germicides, weed killers, rodent poisons, chemicals to regulate a plant's growth, and various other agricultural chemicals, we have destroyed the bacteria which play a vital role in the cycle of the ecosystem. And here there is a chart entitled Environmental Quality Standards for Water Pollutants. and environmental quality standards for human health. To view this chart, once again refer to the email that came with your book. Vegetables are no longer vegetables. Using nitrates, phosphates, and potassium, we have been able to produce large amounts of well-shaped plants. However, because this produce lacks nutrients and minerals, they have become just the name with no substance as vegetables. In stores, we can see row upon row of these beautiful, delicious-looking crops, but they are in fact defective goods, lacking in carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. The trace elements in particular are present in a very minuscule amount that it is fair to say these produce are defective.